Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
What's up, people? I'm Mark Toady.
And this is the Parkland.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
Well, here we are for episode number 97 of the Parkland Podcast, just 3 away from a century's worth of broadcasting excellence.
2 years ago, I didn't really know what a podcast was, and look at me now, Mom.
Yeah.
Look at me now.
How about that? Great episode for you coming up today. Of course, always brought to you by Parkland Pharmacy. They have the small town pharmacy down to its finest. Discover Farmington more than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com. Subway of the
Eat
Parkland.
fresh.
Eat fresh every chance you can. First State Community Bank online at fscb.com. And Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center, where they always have great employment opportunities. We have coming up on the show today from the West County JAG Program. We're going to talk to Allie Jones and Cindy Martin. They're both going to join us
They're
here.
actually here right now,
Yeah.
early.
Well, Allie knows how to get here. Apparently, she works here at Ransom, so we'll be visiting with them at 8:30.
She can help herself to some
Yeah, about to say, yeah, she knows how it works.
She's waiting for us.
And then Rick Harris is going to join us. He's one of the organizers of this year's Memorial Day service.
It may or may not be Rick. They had a meeting this week, and he said, we'll know who's going to be here when the meeting's over, but he never did text me with who was coming by. So
Okay.
could be a surprise.
Could be a surprise guest. You never know. But that's what's coming up here today on the Parkland Podcast, episode 97. Mark Toady, what'd you do this week? Anything fun?
Man, had a big United Way meeting on Tuesday, but I spent most of the week. And last night I was at St. Paul Lutheran School because we have our big auction tonight.
Oh, yes,
And I
under the
will
big
be
top.
there. Yes, under the big top. And I will be on the stage with
On stilts.
Brad Dietrich, our auctioneer. And I will be in full costume, so it should be
Right.
interesting.
Hey.
But most of my week was spent dealing with insurance companies and contractors from the big hailstorm on Monday morning.
So you were in an area
That got hit pretty good.
That got hit really hard. I know student-wise, I would say almost half of my students, their vehicle or a parent's vehicle or a brother or sister's vehicle all got hit hard by that hailstorm.
Luckily, my car was inside my garage, but I am in need, apparently, of a new roof. And the siding on the front of my house and on the south side has holes in it, so I need to get those fixed as well.
And we'll touch on this briefly in news, but it's very wise to do your research about roofing companies and about anybody that's going to fix what has happened with the hailstorm. I know the Farmington Regional Chamber of Commerce has recommendations, businesses that have been around here. But, I mean, ask your friends, do your research, because there are, unfortunately, companies that like to come through and rip people off after things like this.
The hailstorm hit around 3:30 in the morning, and by noon or so that day, there were probably 5 or 10 trucks of different companies up and down my street alone. So, yeah, they're out there, and none of them were from this area. So contact your insurance agent. That's what I did. Thank you, Chris Morrison. I said, Chris, give me some people that you know of that deal with this local. And that's what he did, and I got hooked up.
Want to say good morning to some folks watching on the old Facebook stream. I love it. Alan Coleman and Tammy Coleman.
Yes.
I don't know, do they sit in the same room when they watch on their, because I know they're both watching because they're both commenting.
The first couple of the Park Hills Chamber.
I know, right? And they got a big weekend, next Saturday morning. They're going to be too busy watching because of all the sauces and shows and stuff. We'll talk about that coming up in events. I went to the Flower Walk downtown Farmington this past Saturday. Discover Farmington event was great. The weather was perfect. We took the whole family down there. And then, of course, Monday got out of school a little early because of the impending storms. But obviously,
which never really came.
Yeah, the worst stuff came 3:30 in the morning, the way before. But Wednesday, we had, it was like a carnival for EOC testing, basically kind of half of a fun day at the high school. And one of the things that they had was a dunking booth for teachers.
Did you get dunked?
I got dunked 13 times. It was a little chilly, and I'll admit I'm still a little sore from climbing out of the dunking booth, but my son got me, so that made it worth it.
Yeah.
Jonas's first throw, I was like, oh my God, I did not work with this kid enough in the backyard. I'm a horrible father. And then the second one, bam, got it. So I was very proud of him. He's a good boy.
Way to go.
Way to go, Jonas. Next order of business we need to attend to is the Bella Herman Health.
Because she is graduating from Southeast Missouri State University. So congratulations to Bella.
Graduating from SEMO.
Yes, and then
All right.
I think she's going to take a little time off and then go to graduate school.
Well, yeah.
So congratulations
Always
to her.
more school.
Always. If you want to be in the medical field, there's always more school. Anyway, her health tip of the week from the Bella Herman. Cortisol, a hormone responsible for reducing inflammation and controlling blood pressure, can be a sign of chronic stress when in high levels. Normal cortisol is healthy. However, high amounts can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and high blood pressure. Some tips to naturally lower your cortisol: get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Taking a walk, especially during sunrise or sunset. That's what I did this morning. Practicing mindfulness with meditation or yoga.
Mindfulness.
And then socializing, which is something we're doing right now with the podcast.
That's right. We're all socializing here together on Facebook and YouTube Live. Thank you, Bella. Bella Herman.
Thank you, Bella.
Her weekly health tip to help you feel healthier.
And if you're friends with her on Facebook, go check out the pictures she did take with her feller, because they are really good.
Cason McLean, former Knight of the Year. Very, 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 very nice guy. I like them both.
Good kid.
They're all right. Little brother and Porter, those a little on the rough side. No, just teasing, of course. Quick congratulations to Hub's Pub. Today's their 19th anniversary.
Hey, way to go, Brandon.
So, yeah. Celebrating the 19th. That means next year's 20 years, and it's hard to find a place that does the community service and just opens up their place for so many fundraisers than Hub's Pub and Bon Terre. So congratulations to you guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. So this was posted on social media this week, and this is, I guess, an alleged picture of what could be coming to Farmington Crossing.
There's a lot of stores, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of stores coming, everything from restaurants to, I've heard rumors of a Sam's Club. There's just all kinds of things that possibly could be coming to Farmington, but we're just going to have to wait and see, because you don't want to jinx it. If we start letting the cat out of the bag early, these businesses get spooked, and then they change their minds.
And legal reasons, too. I know I spoke to some Farmington city officials. I'm like, hey, is this all happening? And they said, well, we can only confirm what we have, the information on, which were the businesses that were announced in the original, I guess, press release back in March. But some of these places look very enticing. I mean, I know the kids really like the Canes.
Yeah.
And that's one of the restaurants listed, as well as the Chili's and Olive Garden. And, of course, Target is the main center, which the Target has been confirmed.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. There's another coffee place, too, to this Dutch Brothers Coffee. And I looked it up. They do not have a Missouri location. So I don't know if I'm a business and I'm going to start in Missouri, I don't know if Farmington is the best place to start. But you never know.
Find out.
We'll find out as they continue to move dirt. But this was a big topic. And I love putting this up for the kids this week and just letting the kids talk about it. And it's like, oh, yeah, my mom heard this and my dad heard that. So it was a lot of fun. Trivia. Do you have any trivia for us?
Got a few pieces of trivia. We got a busy show, so we'll get right to it. The heaviest piece of hail recorded in the United States weighed nearly 2 pounds. What state was it found in?
Ooh, 2 pound hail?
1.973 pounds.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to say Kansas.
That would be a good guess, except it's wrong.
Okay.
South Dakota, South Dakota in 2010. How would you like a 2 pound piece of hail
Oh, my gosh.
coming into your living room?
Kill somebody.
The highest winds ever recorded in the United States. How high were they?
Highest winds. I'm going to say 120 miles an hour.
Well, you almost got to double that. 231 miles per hour, Mount Washington, New Hampshire in 1934.
Oh, golly.
What was the largest temperature change in one day in the United States?
I'll go 90 degrees.
You're close. 103 degrees.
Okay.
January of 72 in Montana. It went from minus 54 to plus 49 in one day.
Wow.
That's crazy. All right, according to the National Weather Service, what is the record for the most tornadoes in 1 year in the state of Missouri?
257.
I am so glad you are way off on that.
Okay.
106 in 2006.
In 2006, that was a bad year for storms, no doubt about it.
106. So there you go. A little weather trivia for you. I know Dylan Vogel saying.
Yes.
He probably knew all four of those answers.
Yeah, it's his birthday coming up, too. We'll hit that up in birthdays. So
what's it going to be, 47?
I might fight you for that one. Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center, the Missouri Department of Mental Health, currently hiring certified med techs for the Swartz Farmington location. Starting pay is between $48,000 and $51,000 annually, and benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. You get life, you get health, you get vision, and dental insurance. Interested applicants need to contact Human Resources. That phone number is 573-218-6800. One of the best employers in our area, Mark Tody, is the Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center.
Absolutely, and they're a great community partner as well. So thank you for all you do to make St. Francis County a better place to live and work. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to employers in the county, it's probably one of the 10 or 15 biggest ones in St. Francis County. So it's not just a job you're getting there, it's a career.
218-6800, 218-6800, the phone number to call there. Subway, eat fresh. We have Subways all over the Parkland, and the Johnson family helps make sure we have all the best lettuce and cheese and meats and, oh, man, all the great sandwiches. And Mark Tody is a weekly Subwayer. And you've been trying anything new or just sticking with what you know?
No, I went in and I got a ham and a turkey and a roast beef sandwich.
Oh, the Subway Club.
Yes, it was really, really good. I ate half of it yesterday, and guess what's for lunch today?
Wow.
So that was my dinner. So Brianna and Jessica and Miss Heather, who works at the Bon Terre store, you girls are awesome and amazing. They used to know my order because I would get the same thing, but now I mess them up by getting something different every week.
you're branching out and trying new things. I'm very proud of you for doing that, Mark.
Yes, and they have pizzas there too, which are really good.
Check it out, Subway Eat Fresh. They are in Bonne Terre. They're in Desloge in the Walmart Supercenter, downtown Park Hills. They're in Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, St. Genevieve, and Bloomsdale. Subway of the Parkland. Subway Eat Fresh. Quick break. When we come back, we check your local news. That is next. You are with us here this morning on the Parkland Podcast.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Ready?
Yeah.
Time to check news on the Parkland Podcast.
Well, a picture of a proposed layout of Farmington Crossing was shared on social media this week, and you just saw it here on the podcast, showing 6 new restaurants, a coffee shop, and an oil change laid out surrounding the Target store. The city of Farmington can only confirm the businesses that were mentioned in their original release about the property. The restaurants included Cane's, Chipotle, Freddy's, Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, and Chili's. A Valvoline oil change and Dutch Brothers Coffee were also pictured. Construction is underway on the large development west of Farmington. We did talk to Chip Peterson as well, and he is very much involved in a lot of what's going on, and he's going to come on at a future date to tell us more about some of these businesses.
The St. Francis County Sheriff's Department received a complaint against a Farmington police officer alleging a sexual assault that reported to have taken place back in June of 2016. According to a press release by the Farmington Police Department, the accused officer was placed on paid administrative leave effective immediately, pending the outcome of the investigation. This action is administrative in nature and does not constitute a disciplinary determination at this time. The officer will remain on administrative leave until the investigation has been completed. The officer was not a paid employee with the city of Farmington at the time of the alleged incident.
Well, Monday's severe weather didn't go quite as predicted, but for many Farmington residents, hail damage was widespread and costly. The National Weather Service says hail as large as 2.5 inches fell in Farmington on Monday. The biggest piece of hail I got, I picked it up and put it in my icebox or my freezer, so it's still there. It was about that big around. Anyway, an elevated tornado threat caused schools to be dismissed early. Severe thunderstorms rolled through the Parkland about 8 o'clock. There was also another tornado warning that was issued Tuesday night. We had another bout of light hail Tuesday in the Farmington area, but no real damage was recorded from that.
Well, congratulations to friends of the Parkland Podcast, Jeremy and Jessica Horton. They will be Mr. and Mrs. Country Days for the 2026 presentation of this event. Congratulations to Jeremy and Jessica, Bailey Joe's Barbecue, Unico Bank, great representatives of our community, and they will do a fantastic job in those roles.
You can't find two better, more deserving people than Jeremy and Jessica. They give back to the community. They're involved in everything. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to Kara Dietrich, Keenan Henson, Mark Krause, Chris Landrum, Nathaniel Reed, Kyle Richardson, Natalie Sago, both former guests on the podcast. And I know Mark Krause listens to the podcast, and Chris has been on the podcast as well, and Roger Vessel. They are being recognized as the newest members of the Farmington School District Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which takes place tomorrow. So
at
I'm guessing
2
you'll
o'clock
be there.
in the Black Knight Fieldhouse. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go record it. So, but I put together the slides, and a very impressive group. Let's see. Cara Dietrich is an attorney. Keenan Hinson is an actor. Mark Krause, former teacher and wrestling coach. Chris Landrum, philanthropist. And I had that like up on my screen. And one of the students was in class, and they said, "What instrument is that?" So I thought that was pretty funny. There you go, Chris. Nathaniel Reed, who's a famous chef. Let's see, Kyle Richardson, of course, Super Bowl, should have been Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
Natalie Sago, she's kind of flying high again, getting to do playoff NBA basketball. And entrepreneur Roger Vessel, part of that class as well. And I, from what I understand, all but one of the recipients will be there in person tomorrow.
When you're coming from Los Angeles and you got a busy schedule like Keenan, I can understand him not being able to make it.
Or he might just show up. You never know. You never know. But again, congratulations, a great group. Weather-wise, time for Mark Tody to make you feel like you always did when he reads the weather.
It's going to be a little chilly today. We'll have a high of 61, an overnight low in the 30s, but then the warm-up begins. Tomorrow's high 73. Monday, we will top out near 80 degrees, and then it's going to be a wet week with showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, with a temperature of 70 on Tuesday. Then we cool off again on Wednesday, 58, 64. So hold off on all that summer-like weather. It's going to be a while.
Keep the hoodies out just a little bit longer.
Sir.
And maybe, again, some severe weather possible Monday and Tuesday of next week. So that's your latest news on the Parkland Podcast. We do events powered by Discover.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Time to check events. They're powered by Discover Farmington. More than you ever imagined. Discover Farmington Mo allows you to find out more about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more.
Well, the Fredericktown Azalea Festival is this weekend. It kicked off, I believe, yesterday, and it continues through tomorrow. And I'm glad they've got, for the most part, really good weather for it, because sometimes, and I know because I've been there many a times where it has stormed like crazy. So congratulations there.
The parade taking place tomorrow at 2 o'clock. They always have the Azalea Parade on Sunday. Mountain Mischief will be performing today, 2 to 6 at Twin Oaks Winery.
The legendary superstars of country, Willie, Toby, and Patsy, be performing tonight at 7 o'clock at the First State Community Bank Center. And also tonight, it's the St. Paul School Auction. Dinner and auction going to be a great time. Doors open at 4:30. Congratulations, Catherine, for helping to put this together along with Caroline. They did a great job.
Hunchback of Notre Dame, 2 more performances. See it tonight and tomorrow at the Mineral Area College Theater.
By the way, the theme is Under the Big Top.
Under the Big Top.
Yeah. The Mineral Area College Foundation Golf Tournament, May 5th and 6th.
Sauces and Shows, Wings and Wheels. This happens Friday, May 8th and Saturday, May 9th in downtown Park Hills. They'll have a hot wing eating contest, live music, car show, monster trucks, food trucks, car crushing, and so much more.
There's a benefit for Tracy Burns, May 9th, side-by-sides, music, auction, T-shirts all day at Hub's Pub.
The annual community parking lot sale, May 9th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Farmington United Methodist Church parking lot.
And I believe the Lions Club will also be doing a barbecue at that same time at the same location. There's a women-owning woodlands spring tree identification hike, May 9th at 10 at St. Joe State Park.
The Missouri Reptile Expo comes to the Farmington Civic Center on May the 9th.
Derby Day for the United Way of St. Francis County, also May 9th, starting at 2 o'clock at Twin Oaks Winery. You can get tickets at the door.
Mother's Day brunch at the Wine Garden Vineyards on Mother's Day 10 to 4.
There's a Mother's Day brunch at Charleville from 11 to 4 that day.
Live pro wrestling comes to North County High School on May 16th.
The 45th Annual Lead Belt Enduro Mutter Race, May 17th at the Moe State Mines Historic Site. You should take your bomb so you could say, I took my mutter to the mutter.
St. Francis County Pro Rodeo returns to the St. Francis County Fairgrounds May 22nd and 23rd.
The Farmington Water Park opens May 23rd. Lots of new improvements there.
Memorial Day service happening on Memorial Day, the 25th, from 11 to noon at the St. Francis County Courthouse. We'll find out more about that coming up in just a minute.
Cans and Camshafts Car Show May 29th at 5 p.m. at the Stables south of Farmington.
Farmington Country Days returns June 5th, 6th, and 7th. Long Park in downtown Farmington. They'll have live music, a parade, carnival rides, vendors, food, and so much more.
The Mark Griggs Memorial Golf Tournament, June 15th at the Bogey Creek Golf Club.
Minor Tough weekend is July 11th and 12th at St. Joe Park.
Craig Morgan at the St. Francis County Fair this year, which kicks off July 30th.
And the 9th annual, can't believe it's already been 9 years, Mark, Blues, Brews, and Barbecue returns to downtown Farmington September 18th and 19th.
Gonna be a blast.
Those are your events. They're powered by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. Find out more about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more. Local events. Book a wedding or day trip at discoverfarmingtonmo.com. Those are your events. Sports.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Let's check your local sports now here on the Parkland Podcast.
Let's start with college baseball. Sub-Region 16 playoff. Three Rivers smoked Mineral Area 12-3.
And those same two teams will be back at it today. College softball in the Region 16 tournament looks like they're doing round-robin action. And the Cardinals go 1-1. They fall to East Central, beating Moberly. But fortunately, East Central loses to St. Louis Community College, who barely beats Moberly. So the Lady Cardinals still with a chance in that Region 16 tournament.
One girls soccer game. Hillsborough blanked Farmington 5-0.
Fredericktown wins a tri-match in golf over Potosi in North County.
Lots of baseball. Central 15-0 over Fredericktown. Bismarck blanked Steelville 9-0.
Arcadia Valley a win over Ellington 15-5. Festus blanking Farmington 5-0. And Valley Catholic 10 runs Chester, Illinois 11-1.
Two other games had St. Pius shutting out St. Genevieve 5-0. Crystal City beat Kingston 12-2.
Guess who the shortstop and leadoff hitter is for the St. Pius Lancers?
Ozzie Smith.
I know, pretty much. Young Ray Geiler. He is tearing it up.
Brandon Geiler's son.
Yes, tearing it up for the Lancers this year. And then some softball scores. Chester went over Central 8-2.
Oak Ridge beat Valley Catholic 7-0.
And Salem blanks Kingston 16-0. How about the St. Louis Cardinals? Oh, my gosh.
Enjoy it while it lasts. I hope it goes. The one thing I like about this team is they hustle and they play hard and they're having fun. I guess that's three things I like about this team because their stats individually aren't overwhelming. Nobody's having a superlative year, but you got guys like Burleson and Jordan Walker that are having good, solid years. The record could be even better, except we've had some spotty bullpen work. But all in all, we're way ahead of where I think just anybody would have predicted they would be at this time of the year. And they beat the Dodgers after sweeping the Pirates.
Yeah, so on quite a roll. Cardinals and Dodgers again coming up this evening. And what I like about the team, too, is they're winning these games with, I think, they're finally positive on the run differential.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, but they're starting to figure things out. And I never would have guessed they'd be a top 5 home run team at this point of the year.
Just enjoy it while it
Yeah.
lasts, because this is technically still a rebuilding year.
Yes. So we'll see what happens. But again, very exciting watching the Cardinals these days.
They're fun to watch.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the West County JAG Program. That comes your way next here on
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Welcome back to the Parkland Podcast as we welcome you in on this Saturday morning. It's 8:32 and 48 degrees, and we're going to talk about a program that a lot of high schools offer now. It's called the JAG Program, and it's Jobs for American Graduates. And joining us here this morning to talk about the West County chapter of this program, we have probably a familiar face and voice to folks of the Parkland. Cindy Martin, longtime coach in the area, an educator who's probably taught 2/3 of St. Francis County or coached 2/3 of St. Francis County at some point, joining us here this morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm great. I'm really excited to promote probably the most exceptional program that I've ever been involved with, and in my long stint with education starting in 1980, and this is by far it's just a wonderful program, and I'm so happy that West County has given me the opportunity to be a part of it.
Wow, 1980, the teaching laws were a little different back then. You could start a lot earlier, right?
You started at the age of 7.
I'm getting up there, yo.
And you brought one of your best students here this morning, and also an employee of Ransom's as well, Allie Jones. How are you doing?
I am doing great this morning.
I want to know about the jelly beans. Which jelly bean do you recommend over there?
Honestly, I really like watermelon. It seems like it's not very popular, but it's my favorite. Everyone likes bubble gum, and our buttered popcorn option is pretty popular.
That's surprising.
So, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's awesome. Very, very cool. So Cindy, you mentioned a long career in education. You've done a lot of different things. What drew you to the JAG program, and why did you decide like this would be something that you'd be willing to try?
Well, after I retired, Tony was playing football at Ball State, and it was his senior year, and he was traveling all over, and I didn't want to miss any games. I wanted to stay longer than the 3-day limit that the school gave you. So I retired, and I started substitute teaching to, to pay for the insurance, which is, out of this world. So I subbed at Central, and then my friend Lori, who I played volleyball with at MAC, she worked in the superintendent's office at West County and said, hey, if you want to be a sub here, da-da-da. So anyway, I'm in the hall, and Mr. Lashley stopped me, and he was the JAG teacher before, and said, there's going to be an opening if you would like to apply for it. I didn't even know what JAG was. I knew that Central had it, but I never did really investigate it, I'm ashamed to say. So I did an interview with Mr. Levi Rawson, who is a wonderful man, and I had never been on an interview before. I didn't have a resume, and so all those two things are the #1 skills in JAG. Yesterday I went to Arcadia Valley with my friend Matt Cantrell, and I interviewed his JAG students for a mock interview. So yeah, it's just life skills that are not taught at the high school level that these kids need to know.
Well, Allie, let's look at this from your perspective. What got you interested in the JAG program, and what do you think of it so far?
Well, actually, so I was staying with my friend at the time, and she was 2 grades above me. I was a freshman, and she was a junior. Yeah, she was a junior. And we have the same name. Both of our names are Alyssa, but I go by the nickname Allie, so that it's not confusing.
Okay.
And she was like, did I tell you about this class that I joined this year? Because it was really fun, and I really like the teacher. She's really sweet, and I'm going to be the president on our school's board next year. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. What do you guys do? And she was like, well, we go on a lot of field trips. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to join this class. I want to go on field trips, and I want to be in a class with someone I didn't think I was going to have classes with because she's 2 years older than me. And so I joined the class my next year, and immediately Marty got me cracking up first day, and we all kind of sat in a circle because our classroom is like a big circle. Mm-hmm. And I was like iffy because I was just nervous because I didn't know if it was actually going to be fun, like Alyssa said. No offense to her. But so I was a little nervous, but it was so much fun the first day, and I was like, I have to stay. Now I want to go on the field trips. But over the year, Marty was just like deep-rooted support, so I stayed. Yeah.
So you're a junior now, and this is something you're going to continue till you get out of high school?
Oh yeah, I for sure. I'm gonna get my teaching degree in art because I love art, and then certified JAG specialist. And I'm gonna come back.
So your teacher, Ms. Martin, she said that when she set up this interview, she goes, I don't even really need to be here because I think she can more than handle it all by herself, which is a really nice thing to say, a way of saying, you like to talk a little bit?
Oh yeah.
What are some places you went to on field trips?
Oh, for example, our first field trip of the year, this is tradition. We always go to the Mercantile in Arcadia Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Caledonia. I always get those confused. And I have no sense of direction, so I don't know where anything is. But it's a really fun trip. They kind of teach you about business. I have a little bit of a lisp sometimes. Business ethics and starting up things and how to get hired, and they also have killer hot dogs, and they give us ice cream, and it's really interesting to see and hear about the owner talk about, hey, I renovated this place and I started this business and you can do it too. Also, we're hiring, wink wink. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That is so great. And that's what the lessons plans are, Cindy. That's what the assignments are, is to learn how to get a job and how these businesses work. I'm sure, too, you rely a lot on guest speakers, bringing in people from the community, because that really connects with the kids, doesn't it?
Yes. My philosophy is A lot of people have the wrong idea of JAG. It's just people that want to come in and sit down. Well, there's hardly any sitting.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about trade school. We talk about college. We talk about the workforce. Do something. And then my units are. They go along with that. We go over how to budget, how to buy a car, how to buy a house, filling out taxes, everything that you don't really learn in high school. They just did a project, how to find your dream vacation, where they had to research how to get there, where they're going to go, the meals, the activities, and they made a little pamphlet. A lot of it's called project-based learning, and it's just projects. And we did a food truck before that, where they had to make a food truck. What are you going to have? How are you going to buy this stuff? How much is it going to cost? And the recipes. And so, they're fun things, but I feel like it's really, I didn't know those things when I graduated, and the guest speakers are very, very, very important. 2 years ago, we had Catfish Kettle come in on our mock interview, and she hired 3 of my students on spot.
Wow.
So I would say right now we have 43 students. I'm saying there's probably 15 kids that are working along with Al here.
Very cool. Allie, what have you learned about yourself by going through JAG? Is this your first year in JAG?
Oh no, this is my second year, so you can only take it 3 years.
Okay.
So I started sophomore year, and then I'll go through to my senior year.
So have you learned things about yourself, or like, I didn't know if I could do this or not, but this has really helped me?
I think I learned that I'm really good at public speaking, for one.
Yeah, I'd say.
I kind of was shy before, and I was in my own little turtle shell, and I was really anxious to meet people and talk to other people, because I didn't think they were going to enjoy me talking, I guess. I don't know. But I got into JAG, and the first thing we did was talk. And I was like, okay, so maybe this isn't so bad. And then Marty is just constantly pushing for you to ask questions, and like during the speakers, always raise your hand and ask them a question. It can be stupid, but still talk.
Yeah.
And then wait for an answer. And I think that helped me kind of come out of my shell and honestly make a lot of connections I didn't think I was going to get. Like, it's crazy that I am secretary for the state of Missouri. I would have never thought that I got that position. Yeah.
How did you get that?
Well, actually, it was pretty scary. So you had to do a form first, and it was like this big, long form with a couple, like, drawn-out questions, like almost essay questions, and it was, like, all these personal things that they needed to know, and I had to get my measurements because I didn't know what size I was going to be for my uniforms, and I still measured them wrong. My pants, they were 6 sizes too big when I tried them on at our first meeting.
That's a pretty big difference there.
Yeah. But
Your interview.
Oh, yeah. So after I filled out that form, then they'd notify you if you moved on to the next round. And it was like a week wait. So you're just kind of anxious that whole time. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Because this is like very prestigious in the JAG world and in the real world too. So,
Sure, yeah.
And so there's just a week of anxious waiting. And then they get back to you. And they were like, hey, you and my friend Molly also made it to the second round. And they're like, hey, here's a time for a Zoom interview. We're going to interview you. Boss man, Brandon Johnson, he will be at the Zoom call, and he runs the team. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I typed up things that I wanted to say, and I didn't say any of them in the interview. I didn't use it at all. And I was so nervous. My hands were shaking, and Marty's sitting behind the computer while I'm on the Zoom call. But it was really good. I just kind of winged it a little bit, well, completely, and I was just answering the questions as best as I could, and somehow I got the position, so I'm grateful.
So one of the things I always like to say about being in radio or being in the media or podcasting is it's one thing to know what you're talking about. It's another thing altogether to have to open your mouth and prove it to somebody else. Did you find out that was true?
Oh, yeah. For sure. It was definitely scary because, I mean, he runs the show, and at first he's really intimidating, really lighthearted, funny guy. But I was so scared. I was like, I'm definitely not making this position. And actually, I only ran for the position because we have this little initiation ceremony at the beginning of the school year for JAG. And our Central Region rep, Alana Oliver, shout out to my queen, she came and she was like, your speech that you held was great. You should run for officer. And it was just officer position. It's not secretary or anything. Yeah. And after the Zoom interview, you get notified if you made it to the next round. And then we have this thing called CDC, which is Career Development Conference, and that's held up in Jefferson City at Lincoln University. And it's this big competition for JAG, and students do all kinds of different things. And if you made it onto that round, then you would do a 2-minute speech. And my friend made it, and they didn't tell me that I did. So I thought, okay, I didn't get the position. That's fine. I'm going to support my friend Molly. Well, actually, they just don't notify if you get secretary, vice, or president. But I ended up getting really, really sick at CDC with strep throat. Like,
oh, man,
I have never been so sick before. It was horrible. I had to stay at the hotel all day long. And Marty was like, you got to get your suit on and come.
Okay, let me interrupt for a minute. I knew about it. They called me, and I had to keep a secret for 5 weeks.
Wow.
Now,
oh my goodness.
That was horrible because I could tell that she was not devastated because she very, very, very was excited for Molly, but the whole time I'm thinking, oh, Al, you just don't know. Oh, Al, you just don't know. And they swore me to secrecy. Well, I told my husband, but you know.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so she's sick as a dog. I mean, flat sick. And she's a tough girl. And so I go to the motel room and I'm stern. I'm like, Al, you gotta get up and get your suit on. Well, because she wasn't gonna go. And I finally had to say, Allie, you need to be there. I don't need to say anything more. You need to be there. So she...
Did you have an idea that you maybe...
Well, I thought like maybe one of our... Because there's 6 of us that go to CDC. We have a little team of officers, and I thought maybe one of them made it to NCDC, which is national, which means you won 1st, 2nd, or 3rd in one of the competitions. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to cheer everyone on. And oh my gosh, it was so hard to get that suit on. I didn't think I could pick myself up. And then I sat in the ceremony, and oh my gosh, I was so sick the whole time. And then we got to the end of the ceremony, and they're announcing all the officers, and Molly didn't make it, but my friend did from Arcadia Valley, Blaine. He made it as one of the Central Region officers. There's only one Central Region officer, and he made it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then they're like, now time for the secretary, Allie Jones. And I had to, I felt like I was crawling. I walked up the stairs. Well, it was like a ramp, so I had to go all the way around and then onto the stage, and I was holding this big gift basket that they gave me. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna pass out. And Brandon, after he said, I thought you were going to die on that stage. You looked like you were out.
But you made it, and now you got, I guess, a full year's of worth of responsibilities now, right?
Yeah, my whole senior year. I've got a DDC. I got a DC trip in Washington in December.
Neat.
Or Washington, DC trip in December. And that's for NSLA, which is kind of all of the officers from every state that has JAG comes and meets up, and we discuss ideas and we play games. That's really fun because I've only been in like barely Illinois. I haven't really traveled anywhere. So it's going to be like my first time on a plane, first time going across the country, and then I go back to Washington, D.C. and New York City in March, and I have CDC in March, and if I make it to NCDC, that would be, where are they going this year?
They're in Salt Lake City now.
Yeah, they're in Salt Lake City right now.
Oh.
My friend Damien, he's an officer, and he sent me photos, and I mean, the hotel bathroom is made out of marble. Like literally, the floor, the counters, the tub.
I'd be afraid to use the bathroom.
I don't want to break anything.
Do I take my shoes off?
How about your family? Tell us about your family and what they think about the JAG program and how it's changed you.
Well, actually, so I have 2 sisters, and my oldest sister, she is student body president, valedictorian, and she's kind of like my role model. she's only a year older than me, so she's a senior right now. She's about to graduate. And then my younger sister, she is in 6th grade. She's a little turd. She's spoiled rotten. And man, she is so sassy. So I live with them, and we're actually in the foster care program, but I live with my aunt and my uncle, so it's kind of like foster carey? I don't know.
Right.
It's like halfway there. And my aunt, she's just super excited that I'm doing something with school because I do not do any sports. And then my 2 sisters both play volleyball. And Shay used to play Shay's my older sister. She used to play basketball, and they're both in a bunch of clubs. And then I'm just in JAG. Oh, and student council too. But that's it. That's all I've got. So then she was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be such like a high position and you're gonna go travel and stuff. That's fun. I was like, oh yeah, but it was terrifying.
Cindy, what are you going to do when you actually get Allie to come out of her shell and open up a little bit?
I don't know the next step. She's, we hit it off right at the beginning, and I love her story, and that is what JAG's about.
Yeah.
There are some very deep stories that have great endings and success, so I relate JAG to coaching.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I have such a passion for it. You get your team and you teach them the fundamentals, and then you send them on and you watch them play the game, and then you see their strong points and their weak points, and then you bring them back in the classroom and you refine them. And I don't know, it's just, people keep saying, why are you still teaching? Well, I love this program. It is just, I feel like it's a ministry, really. Mm-hmm. I love West County School District. They've done nothing but support us and encourage, and we do things that most schools don't do. I just took 7 to Washington, D.C., and it was totally funded by JAG, and we had a trivia night, and took 7 kids, and 5 of them had never been on a plane before, and then we all had never been on a train, and we went to New York City and spent the day in New York City. So, this is just, and we had an itinerary of what we were going to do, and it was just an amazing event for memories to be made. But we did a budget, and we did travel time, and so, it's just, it's a wonderful program. I can't say enough about it. I think it's just so important that these kids are exposed to things that are going to be real life issues for them later on. Not knocking any of the other classes, but this is just, and the neat part about it is you teach what you want.
Yeah.
You don't get evaluated. You don't, now my administrators know what we're doing, but the class is just a little bit different. It's like a living room. It has chairs, like you sit in a living room, there's microwave and refrigerator, and, it's just a chill place. It's very warm and inviting, and I don't know, I love it. Am I going to retire? I don't know. We'll see.
It doesn't sound like
I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but this gives me passion, and still involved a little bit in coaching, because it is. But
yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I do miss volleyball, but I still watch it.
Allie, before we let you go, what would you tell young kids coming up through the school system that might show an interest in JAG? What would you tell them about why they should join the program?
I think that the most important thing to remember if you want to join JAG is that you're going to be supported. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to do things that you don't want to do, but at the same time, we're going to push you a little bit, come out of your shell. You're going to make friends. I've made so many friends. You're definitely going to make friends. It's really enjoyable. You're going to make connections and share stories with people you didn't think you'd ever meet. It's just really an enriching program. And at the same time, you're going to learn things that are so valuable and useful. I wouldn't work here if I didn't take JAG because I didn't know how to do W-4 form. So I definitely wouldn't have got hired if I didn't have interview skills either.
Okay.
And now, look what you've done.
Now look at you. Now look at you. Where are you going to go to college at?
I don't know where I'm going to go to college at yet. I think I'm probably going to do 2 years at Mac and then somewhere else. But wherever the wind takes me, kind of a go with the flow gal. But I think it's really important to just like kind of let loose a little bit and be like, yeah, this program will support me. And it's also fun to support other students too.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, very
Absolutely.
cool.
Fantastic. Great meeting you.
Yeah,
Cindy,
thank
this
you.
is
Thank you
You
guys.
just look like you're having the time of your life doing
Oh,
this
it's,
job.
it's family. We're family. Not only the West County Bulldog family, but, you make contacts with other schools and you collaborate and
Right.
you get close to them too, like Arcadia Valley and my friend Matt. We're really, really close and doing things together. And I don't know, I look forward most days, only a few days, of going to, and I've got a 20-minute drive to West County, wonderful facility. It's just, I don't know, to see their faces, it's just enlightening. Family, together we're a family. And the first year I started, there was 17. This is year 5, and we had 43.
Wow.
Last year we had 53. That's too many, but that's because you can't.
Yeah, no, I know what you
form
mean.
a relationship.
I mean, every chair was full. I
Yeah.
sat on a stool, like a little ottoman. It was really comfy, but like every chair was full in the
Yeah.
classroom, and there's like a lot of chairs. Like there's seats lined up in a little arc, and Marty's right in the middle. It was
One
crazy.
thing I want to talk about is follow-ups. For a year, I have to follow the seniors, and they have to tell me what they're doing, where they're working, how many hours, the pay, where they're going to college, how many hours, what their degree, if they're working, what trade school or whatever. And being a PE teacher, I'm not very efficient with the computer and all this new
And
stuff.
that's the way to get a hold of them, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
these kids
help,
kids
don't
help me.
they?
I have a
Yeah.
private investigator if I can't get one of the kids. And
Yeah.
so you do that for a year. So you still have the bond and the
Mm-hmm.
friendships with the students and a lot of data. I'm not real hip on that, but because it's state funded, but
yeah, lots of files.
yeah, lots of
Lots of
it's
files.
cool though.
Yeah, I just spent
and
2
I really
days.
want to give a shout out to the head bosses, Chantre, and then Holly, and then of course Atlanta, Oliver. We have regions for JAG, and we're the central region, and we're the best region.
Wow.
And we do a lot of good things together. And so
Fantastic.
that's it in a nutshell. I could talk here forever about it. And
I know, and we haven't even started talking volleyball yet. I mean, my gosh.
I'm a big Nebraska fan. I've been watching Nebraska crazy, and my younger sister is in Atlanta, and she's a very successful Division VII volleyball coach of the year. And
Wow.
yeah, very, very good. Yeah, so I'll be going there soon to help her with camp, and so I got my fingers in a little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank
this
you,
morning.
ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun.
All right.
It was fun.
Allie Jones, Cindy Martin, West County JAG Program. They are our guests here this morning.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries. Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
The Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the Swords Farmington location. Starting pay is $48,000 to $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. That's 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer.
Discover Farmington. Explore the Parkland. Just 1 hour south of St. Louis at the edge of the Ozark Mountains, you will discover Farmington, Missouri. Surrounded by 9 of Missouri's most scenic state parks, challenging golf courses, an extreme off-road recreation area, hiking trails, and award-winning vineyards and wineries, Farmington is the perfect destination. Learn more about accommodations, parks, dining, and events at discoverfarmingtonmo.com.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
The Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the Swords Farmington location. Starting pay is $48,000 to $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. That's 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer.
Form on the internet, send in $20. That's all it takes to be a minister now.
Back on the Parkland podcast, it is 9:03. Got a current temperature outside right now of, what do you think, Mark Tody?
47 plus 51 degrees.
47 and 51 would be 97. We're at 51 degrees right now here on the Parkland podcast. Memorial Day is coming up at the end of the month. And here to talk about some ceremonies that are going to take place during Memorial Day, we have Rick Harris from the American Legion. We have Chris Jones, a VFW commander, and Sam Hahn from the Farmington Elks, number 1765, here to join us here this morning on the Parkland podcast. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming in this morning and chatting with us. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
So tell us what's going to happen on Memorial Day Monday. You guys have a lot planned.
Yeah, so we'll start off the morning about 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll have 2 teams that are going to cover 18 cemeteries. So they're going to go out and render honors for 18 cemeteries in St. Francis County, a couple down in Madison County as well. And from there, they'll go around and give the final salute, have a flag, fire a volley of rounds honoring the veterans that are buried there. Then from there, we'll move back to the St. Francis County Courthouse, right there on the county courthouse at 11 a.m. Our ceremony will start, and it'll be about a 45-minute ceremony. We'll honor all our fallen heroes. It's a somber time, but it's a great time to be there to pay your respects.
I went to the ceremony last year. It was really, really well done.
You think last year's was good? Wait till you see this year's.
Really? Tell me more.
Well, we've got the high school band coming this year. We have a few surprises we're not going to share with you. What else we got?
We got guest speakers.
Our keynote speaker this year is Mike White from Camp Hope.
Yes.
His son was killed in Iraq in June of 2006, and he will be our keynote speaker this year.
He'll do a great job. I have interviewed him on the radio quite a bit when Camp Hope was first established, and it's an amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a wonderful story. I mean, when you take tragedy and you turn it into triumph, and what he's doing for the community there's nothing better.
Sam, how did the Elks get involved in all this?
When Rick joined the lodge about a year and a half ago, I think, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
He started talking with me, and then, of course, we're all 3 Elk members of the Farmington Elks, but we all started talking, and then Rick started putting a program together. We started meeting we generally start meeting about the end of February, 1st of March, off and on, to try to get a timeline put together and get the organizations together that want to help. And then we start practicing in about next Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll start
May 12th.
May 12th. We'll start practicing over at the National Guard, and it just kind of went from there. It's a great program, and there are a lot of people that just want to be a part of something so great to give respect and remembrance to the ones that gave their all for our freedoms that we all enjoy so much. So some of the participants we have, of course, the Farmington VFW Post 5896, the American Legion Post 416, and we'd like to give a shout out to Daryl Curtin. He's not here today. He's having some issues with his back. And then we have the Disabled Veterans Organization. The Army National Guard will be participating. The Army Recruiting Office will be participating. The Marine Recruiting Office will be participating. Of course, the Farmington Elks, the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department. Jeff Kreitz will be our Master of Ceremonies that day. Daughters of the Revolution. And, of course, Rick Harris is the coordinator of all this. He's put it all together, and he's done a very nice job. And we're just all glad to be a part of it.
For whoever wants to answer this, last year's ceremony, it was really well attended too.
I think so, and that's kind of. So the history of the ceremony goes back about 20 years, and unfortunately it was one of those things that we were letting die. We weren't putting the attention and the effort into it, and when Rick got involved, he was upset and disappointed because we weren't doing it justice. So he got Sam involved, got Daryl involved, and got myself involved, and we all really just, at that moment, it's something bigger than one person's self. It's bigger than one organization. It's for our community. It's for the people, and we hope that 300 just pales into comparison with how many people show up this year. We're really excited to go through and honor those people, and the more that participate, pass it on to the next generation, let them understand there is a price of freedom. You can't put a dollar value on it, but there is a price. And ultimately, we'll spend just 45 minutes out of our lives to honor them at that time.
And again, this happens on Memorial Day, 11 o'clock in the morning at the St. Francis County Courthouse. As mentioned, the Farmington Marching Band will be there performing. I know my son's in the band. He's already working on the pieces that'll be played that day. And getting young people involved in something like this, and also in what you guys are doing leading up to the ceremony where you're going to the different grave sites, that's important to let the young people know what's going on, isn't it?
Yes, I agree. We haven't mentioned the date. You keep saying Memorial Day. I'd like to stress, put it on your calendar, Monday, May 25th.
May 25th.
May 25th. Memorial Day weekend is not supposed to be the celebration of the beginning of summer. It's supposed to be that, like Chris said, it's supposed to be a moment to reflect on all those who gave all so that we can enjoy our freedom.
And one of the bonuses of this, where Jason was talking about his son and the band, is you want to create a younger base of people that get involved in events like this. So long after all of us, we're gone, this is going to live on.
For those who would like to know a little history of the Memorial Day service, it actually started in 1868, and it was called Decoration Day. And it was held the first time in Arlington Cemetery. And it was the General John A. Logan who put it together. And on the end of May, they had volunteers come out and put flowers on every single headstone. And that's why it was called Decoration Day, because of the flowers. And over time, we as Americans were involved in more wars and became known as Memorial Day. And then when we get up into the 1960s, by then it was already called Memorial Day and not Decoration Day. Then it became a national holiday. I think it was already a holiday, but then they moved it to the last Monday of May, as they did a lot of other holidays like President's Day, Columbus Day, and all those. And so this year on Memorial Day, the Arlington Cemetery will have volunteers who will come out and place American flags on over 400,000 headstones.
Wow.
At the Jefferson Barracks, they'll have volunteers on that weekend put American flags on over 200,000 headstones. Wow. So it's important. It's a very important day.
Tell us more about what you guys are doing on that morning when you're going to the different the graveyards in the area.
Yep. So we'll go out there, and we usually say a short prayer. We'll play taps. We'll give them their final salute again.
It gets emotional.
Sure. Yeah. Well, absolutely.
So for a lot of us, you know, we don't know who necessarily was buried there. We have in St. Francis County, we have people from the Revolutionary War buried. We have Medal of Honor recipients buried here, and it becomes something more. You know, you have friends and family that you've lost, and I apologize, but it's a way to remember that and to kind of give on to their family. So a lot of these people, you know, there's people that come in from Iowa, from way far away from Idaho. There's a lot of people, and this is the only time of year they get to see or remember their family in person. It just gives a little bit of a remembrance to it. So we'll play taps, we'll do a 21 gun salute, and we'll say a prayer, and we'll thank them for their service, and you know, hopefully let people see and honor their loved ones.
And people can attend this. That's open to the public.
Yes, so we'll publish a couple weeks before that. We'll publish the route, so what time we're going to get to the cemetery, so the family members and everybody can do it. And you know, the Methodist Church down in Farmington, they've donated a bus to allow everybody to get there, so we can get there. So it's really a community event. A lot of people are just really stepping up to the plate and helping us. You know, Dale Wright, he's donated $1,000 to make sure this happens. First State National Bank, they've donated money. Jewelers down there, they've donated money. There's a lot of people in the community who want to find a way to help, and they're doing an incredible job. We just happen to be the ones that get to sit on the microphone and take all the credit for it, but really there's just a plethora of people down there that just won't stop helping. We'll love it.
Lots of American flags will be posted that day, won't they?
Ashley, tell them what we're going to be doing after we leave here.
So we have 14 crosses that represent the 14 American wars, and they'll be out on Karst Boulevard in front of the VFW. So they'll be out there to remember, and that'll be part of the ceremony too. We'll lay wreaths on there. All these organizations that Sam went through, we'll lay wreaths on there to honor the fallen members of there. So as of today, after this is done, we are going to go right down there and we're going to put up the crosses and start letting people kind of remember what it's all about.
So Sam, the Farmington Elks, maybe not as many people who should know about this, but you guys get so involved in the community, Thanksgiving, Christmas, different things like that. I would imagine you're going to have a whole lot of members of the Elks that'll be a part of this.
I certainly hope so. Last year there was a lot of Elk members there, and I wouldn't doubt. We're shooting for, I don't know how many Elks we have. I'm going to say there'll be close to 100 Elk members, I'm sure. Our lodge is the third largest lodge in the state, so we have 1,150 members. So if we can't get 10% of them to come to something like this, we're not doing a very good job. So hopefully they show up. And this year, last year we had about 300, we think. We're shooting for 1,000 people. They're going to shut down. They're going to shut down the street, West Columbia, at 10 o'clock to allow you to bring a lawn chair.
Great.
And set up out there. And they may shut down another street just depending on how the crowd is.
They're shutting down Washington and the one on the west side called Jefferson. They're shutting all that down. They're giving us more streets for more chairs. Yeah, they're giving us more streets.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Should folks that plan on attending, should they, if they're not able to stand for the whole thing, should they bring their own chairs? Or?
Even if they can stand, bring a lawn chair.
Okay.
I'm bringing my lawn chair.
Yeah, they definitely want to bring a lawn chair, allow a little bit of time for things to get set up. Hopefully we get some good weather. No rain would be nice. And then, on that day, they said, we'll have all the crosses. There'll be a wreath laid by somebody from every organization for the conflict, for their conflict or war. And then they will fold the flag and present it to our guest of honor. Our master of ceremonies will explain every fold of the flag. If you don't know or have never seen that happen, that is it's very touching, and it like you said, Tony, it's good for, bring the whole family, bring the kids, let them see this, let them know where our country came from, why we are where we are today, and like you said, we have to keep this alive in order for our way of life to continue.
I remember at last year's ceremony when I left with a sense of pride, and I just felt so much better about our country and things. Is that what you're hoping?
Yeah, that's 100% what we're going for. This is our country. We're all Americans. We all, we fly, that flag flies over us, and we've had the honor, to live that life. And it's just one of those things where it should remind us. It should remind us who we are, where we come from. And I'm going to be honest. This county, the city, the state, this whole area here is one of the great things about America. It's very patriotic. It's very moving, and this is just one more thing, where you fill up the bucket, right? You want to fill up the bucket with everything, and this is just one of those things. You fill it up, so you felt that pride afterwards, and we hope that continues. And it is a day of remembrance, but it's more than that. It feels part of the soul that we don't talk about it. There's a little bit of religion, there's a little bit of this, there's a little bit of that, and it just fills that bucket up, one drop at a time.
And one of the things that really impacted me too last year, and then at some of the Veterans Day ceremonies that we've had in the past, is seeing especially the older veterans, maybe somebody in a wheelchair. I still remember seeing tears coming out of their eyes as they think back. And that's something else that you're going to see a lot of with this.
I think Sam touched on something. It's a history lesson.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both of you guys said it. It's a history lesson.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a history lesson, and you were talking about tears coming down, and it's and we talk about it a little bit before the ceremony. So a lot of veterans or a lot of people, compartmentalize it and deal with it on their own, in their own way. And this gives, even if you don't know anybody that was killed in action or killed in the war, or you don't know anybody that served, being there, being a part of the community, being a membership, giving a shoulder to somebody next to you, that's what we really want to stress. Is it's not about this or that, it's about everybody coming together. So that younger generation gets to see how their parents interact, their grandparents interact with their neighbors, and I always say it before these events, I always ask everybody, hey, turn to your left and your right. You may not know them, they may be neighbors, but you can leave here friends, and that's a big part of it as well. Is you get the community together, and all these organizations, the community care is our mission, and this is just another thing.
We did this week. We had a pretty exciting week. We went to the city council meeting, and we got a proclamation from them, and we also went to the county commission meeting and got one from the county as well. So they declared Memorial Day, of course,
The whole month of May.
and the whole month of May, Remembrance and Memorial Month. So that was nice of them to recognize the efforts that has been put forth here and the organization that Rick has done.
Now, if somebody wants to get involved in this cause, maybe it's a business wanting to, hey, I want to be like Kreckler and Dale Wright and maybe put a little money behind this, or I want to help out to volunteer. How do they go about doing that? Who do they get in touch with?
You get a hold of Chris.
You get a hold of Chris. It's just that easy.
Yeah, just get a hold of me. I'll give everybody Rick's personal cell phone number to put it on after. But no, if they call down to the Farmington VFW and let us know, if they call down to the American Legion, let Daryl know, and if they call down to the Elks, like I said, it's all of us coming together. So we'll definitely find a way. We love to have volunteers. We'll use and abuse as many people as we can to get the work done.
Never turn down free help.
No, never.
Is there anything else you want folks to know about the ceremony on Monday, the 25th?
Well, the biggest thing I want people to know is don't be overwhelmed. Don't be afraid. A lot of people, they're afraid to come out in public because it's something new. It's something they don't know. This isn't that. This is a community coming together, and let it fill your soul. Let it be a part of you. Let it carry you through, and let it recharge that. Don't be afraid to come out. You'll meet a bunch of incredible people. Even though it is somber, it is a very wonderful time. It's very, very forthcoming. So the biggest thing, I never wanted to be involved in any community organizations. And of course, Sam was the exalted ruler when I was at the Elks, and he got me hook, line, and sinker. So now I bug him all the time.
So. Got to come too.
Some guys are easier than others,
So if people want to find out more information online, they want to find out the schedule of things happening on the 25th that morning, where's the best place to find that?
The best place right now, we're sharing it all over Facebook, so the Elks Facebook page, the Farmington VFW Facebook page, but we'll also put it out in the Daily Journal. We'll have everything posted in the Daily Journal a couple weeks before, and go from there.
Awesome.
They will hang a banner over downtown there by Ozark Federal.
Yeah, cool.
They will hang that a few days prior. And like I said, he said if you call the Elks Lodge and leave a message with the bartender for myself to get back with you, or Chris, or call the VFW for Chris, or call down to the American Legion for Daryl, we'll get back with you. Just give us a little bit of time. Of course, we all have jobs as well, so we're trying to fit this in as we're working as well. So keep that in mind.
I'll leave this with you guys. That we're getting those up all over town, and see this little yellow strip here? We're getting those out. So you might walk into a local store, and there might be a stack of 50 or 60 of those. They're there for the customer to just take it home with them and give them a free reminder, date, time, and location. And it even mentions bring your lawn chair.
There it is.
There you
right
go.
there.
Okay.
So Monday, May 25th, 11 to 12, it's the Veterans Memorial Day service. It's happening at the St. Francis County Courthouse in downtown Farmington. Gentlemen, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
Guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, Rick Harris, Chris Jones, and Sam Hahn joining us here this morning on the Parkland Podcast. 9:22 on this.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
The Missouri Department of Mental Health is currently hiring certified med techs for the Sorts Farmington location. Starting pay is $48,000 to $51,000 annually. Benefits include a generous retirement plan, 3 weeks paid vacation, and 13 paid holidays. Life, health, vision, and dental insurance are also available. Interested applicants should contact Human Resources at 573-218-6800. That's 573-218-6800. The Missouri Department of Mental Health is an equal opportunity employer.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
All right, time to do some birthdays here on the Parkland podcast. Today is May the 2nd, and I don't know about you, but I have a lot of birthdays today. Who you got, Mike?
I have 2.
You have
but
2?
Today is National Laura McLean's birthday day.
Hey.
Laura, happy
What a great
birthday to
holiday.
you. Former guest on the podcast. I'm going to say former walking buddy because she's kind of dumped me here in the last month or so.
Well, you had that limp for a while.
Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll give her that one. But she is awesome. She's wonderful. There's a lot of good work supporting this entire area with Discover Farmington. So, Laura, happy birthday to you. And my buddy Mike Rourke celebrates a birthday.
All right.
He is a legend in this area. His sons were pretty good. His son was a very good football player. His daughters were great volleyball players as well. And he's just a heck of a good guy. You'll see him helping out with the CC's dinner. He stays in the back and helps wash dishes.
Right.
Does a great job with that. But happy birthday to you, Michael, as well.
Happy birthday, Ashley Hutchins. Congratulations. I think she's moving up on the degree there. Good job for her. Chris Howard, the middle school band director at DeSoto High School, member of the Baby Boomer Show, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Chris. Barb Kay with a birthday today. Travis Cruz, Alderman, City of Desloge, with a birthday. Charlene Haggerty celebrating a birthday today. And Jennifer Donovan celebrates a birthday as well. What about Sunday, May the 3rd?
Sunday, just one, but it's a good one. Alicia Miley celebrates a birthday. She helps out with a lot of different fundraisers in the area. She's good friends with Ashley Grindstaff and the Grindstaff family. And Alicia makes some of the best chicken and dumplings in all of Southeast Missouri. I know because I've bought them twice for different fundraisers. Time to do another one, Alicia. Happy birthday to you. I hope you're doing fantastic, and keep making those chicken and dumplings, all right?
Happy birthday tomorrow to Amy Pat. Amy celebrating a birthday. Dwayne Ashburn with a birthday on Sunday. Elizabeth Anderson, a birthday on Sunday, and Justin Hale celebrating locally. I have no birthdays for Monday, May 4th. What do you have?
Oh, Monday got a couple. The 9-time Lutheran of the Year at St. Paul Lutheran Church, Claudia Varvera, celebrating a birthday. Miss Claudia, I hope you're doing fantastic, and I hope you have a great day. And Chelsea Freund celebrates a birthday. She is a former Country Days queen.
Okay.
From the Farmington Country Days celebration. Chelsea, hope you're doing fantastic. Happy birthday to you. She was a Bridgman when she was at Farmington High School. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to a former coworker of yours and mine, Mr. Tim Ryan.
Tim.
Celebrating a birthday. Little Timmy. Tim's a big shot now with the St. Louis Sports Commission. Did a great job, was very much involved when the NCAA came to town for the basketball tournament a few weeks ago, and does great work with them. Former J98 Sports Director Tim Ryan celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to him.
I have a nice big picture at my house taken by John Cozine, and it's framed, and it's Tim Ryan and myself broadcasting a Farmington High School football game.
Brandon McIntyre, one of the favorite teachers at Farmington High School, with a birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday, B. Mac.
You didn't let me do my Tuesday birthdays at all.
Oh.
You skipped right by me.
I just jumped right in,
yeah,
didn't I?
Go ahead and finish up.
Okay, Kevin Black, happy birthday, North County graduate with a birthday on Tuesday. I'm sorry. Who you getting a phone call, too? I'm sorry.
Apparently so.
Yeah, so Tuesday, somebody calling in to say, hey, don't let Jason take your birthday thunder.
I'm just hoping it's not my insurance company.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday, May 5th, birthdays.
Tuesday, May 5th, Craig Sutherland.
Sutherland.
Not only is he a 3-time Lutheran of the Year at St. Paul Lutheran Church, he's also a 3-time Banker of the Year at First State Community Bank. So happy birthday to you, Craig, doing a little double dipping. And your wife, Miriam, still doesn't look old enough to have 4 growing children. I think it's 4. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Craig. Hope you're doing great. And Kaylee Covey celebrates a birthday. She works at, it used to be the Sea Barn, but they were sold, and I can't remember the name of the gas stations there. They're all throughout St. Francis County.
They're not Sea Barns anymore?
No, they're not Sea Barns anymore.
Oh, man, I'm living in the past.
Happy birthday to you, Kaylee. She makes my coffee for me when I go in there, and she does a fantastic job. And I hope you have a great day. She likes to hike and do all kinds of good things and go camping. So I hope you have a great weekend. I think she's going camping in the Columbia area this coming weekend.
Hey, good for her. All right, what about Wednesday, May 6th?
Wednesday, just one birthday to pass along. My buddy Dave Shaver, he used to have a food truck in the area back in the day. Now he moved back out with his wife to California. Big Dodgers fan. How about those Cardinals last night, David?
Take that.
Happy birthday to you and your wife and your whole family. Hope you're doing great.
Happy birthday on Wednesday to my youngest son, James Lowry. He will celebrate by becoming a teenager on Wednesday. I'll have 2 teenagers in the house. So happy birthday, James. I love you, buddy. I hope you're having a great weekend. He's without his big brother this weekend, who's in Columbia right now at the State Music Festival. So, but James, I think James enjoyed having that whole area of the house to himself last night. Happy birthday, buddy. I love you so much, and looking forward to having some fun with you. Jade Coleman, another teacher at Farmington High School, with a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Miss Coleman. And Donovan Womack, a true Desloge legend, celebrating a birthday on Wednesday. What about Thursday, May 7th?
Speaking of legends, Ryan Hawkins celebrates a birthday on Thursday. If it involves football, he's going to know all about it.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good sports dude, and he was a pretty good football player, wasn't he?
Baseball was more his gig.
Okay.
Yes, and his son is a fantastic basketball player. Started as a freshman for North County this past year.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice job. Happy birthday to you, Ryan, and happy birthday to Dorothy Blumenberg at St. Paul Lutheran Church. I deliver meals to her every Thursday, and she is just a wonderful lady. So happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Another teacher birthday at Farmington High School on Thursday. Miss Strobel with a birthday. Michelle Strobel celebrating on Thursday. Amy Rediker, she is married to my cousin Aaron. He's the 7-footer.
Yes.
Amy with a birthday. Amy and Aaron both live in Perryville. Happy birthday to them from all your kids. Kyle Bauke of the legendary Baby Boomers concert. Of course, son of
the legendary Balke family.
Balke family. And Kyle with a birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, buddy. Looking forward to seeing you this summer. Drew Black, Kevin's little brother, who celebrates a birthday earlier this week. Drew with a birthday on Thursday. His son is a phenomenal football player for the Central Rebels, and he'll be back again next year. Happy birthday to Drew. And Chad Skaggs with a birthday on Thursday. Bon Terre's own Chad Skaggs with a birthday on Thursday. What about Friday, May 8th, to wrap up the week?
Oh, how about the man, the myth, the legend, Dylan Vogelsang.
Yay,
celebrating
Dylan.
a birthday, the D-man. If it involves the weather, he's going to know about it. If it involves computers, he'll probably know about it. He's just a smart all-around guy and a good guy, too. So, Dylan, happy birthday wishes to you. Hope you're doing great. Happy birthday wishes to Dustin Hain.
Yes.
Golf pro, I believe, out
He is.
out at the golf course. I hope you're doing great,
Okie Creek.
Dustin.
Still does some assistant coaching with the Farmington Knights golf team as well.
Taught him everything he knows about golfing.
Right, and wrestling.
He watched what I did and did the opposite, and it worked out well. Jenna Weinick, happy birthday to you, young lady, from all your family. Her daughter, Raylyn, won the Country Days Talent Show a couple of times growing up as a kid.
She's still singing around the area, too, I believe,
She
right?
is indeed. Melanie Davis from Sticks and Steins, happy birthday to you, Melanie. I have gone in there on occasion and checked my mail. But every time I call Melanie when there's a big event going on, she's a big supporter of the St. Paul Lutheran School auction. She always donates gift cards to us, so we really appreciate that, Melanie, and we appreciate you. Happy birthday to Liz Wolford. Liz works at First State Community Bank. She used to work at the radio station. That's how I got to know her. And her family owns the Little Caesars Pizzas here in the area. And Evelyn Shepard Weaver, celebrating a birthday. And Evelyn worked for several years at the Farmington Civic Center. Just an awesome gal. Happy birthday to you. She married a trucker and moved to Illinois, I think, or somewhere north of St. Louis.
He drove her there.
He drove her there.
All right. Well, you mentioned my two birthdays, so that will wrap it up for the birthday segment. You just want to roll right into music?
Let's do it.
Let's roll right into music. Song of the week. Do you have a song of the week for us?
I do. It's really kind of a cool song because it involves three different acts.
Okay.
The song is Cinnamon Girl, which is a Neil Young song.
Yes.
But there is a version of that song that is really good that was done by Big Head Todd and the Monsters and Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Wow. Together they combined?
Yeah, they combined and did a version of Cinnamon Girl. So I really like Big Head Todd and the Monsters, but I love Toad the Wet Sprocket. And I'm a huge fan, as is my brother Tom, of Neil Young. So I thought if any time you can combine all those, it's okay with me.
There's also a band called, I think it's called The Replacements, and they have like members of Tool and, gosh, I can't remember else. But they did that song as well. Really cool cover of Cinnamon Girl.
Excellent.
By Neil Young. So there's another one for you. For Song of the Week, I'm going to do a song I heard at Casey's a couple nights ago, and it struck me funny. 2006's big hit from Buck Cherry called Crazy Bitch.
Things we can say on a podcast that we couldn't say on the radio.
And you definitely couldn't play this song on the radio. It had a lot of dirty words in it. And it's a timeless tale about somebody that really, really likes a girl, but she's very mentally unstable, but he justifies remaining in a relationship with this young lady because of her prowess. So definitely a song as old as time for you. Buck Cherry song, which apparently I learned that is actually based off the Paris Hilton tape from 2004, and the lead singer Josh Todd said that he first recorded himself singing the song's chorus on his mother's answering machine. So there you go. Now, I remember about, I guess, the time the song came out, about 2006-ish, that's when people could start using songs as ringtones on their phone. And I remember, I want to say it was, I was getting a haircut somewhere, and somebody had made this song their ringtone, and it was at a salon, so like the phone was ringing off the hook every 5 seconds, and that song would come on. So whenever I heard that song playing at Casey's the other day, I told the lady behind the counter that, hey, that used to be my ringtone, and she got a big kick out of that. So there you go. Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry, your song of the week. All right, get us on a higher plane here and out of the gutter and talk about a band that has a lot of great songs.
Queen.
Oh, my.
We haven't done Queen lately.
We have not done Queen. Queen song.
I'm just going to, there's way too many to pick just one, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably be Bohemian Rhapsody because it's 9 minutes long.
It's a long one.
I could go with anything that's from the Highlander soundtrack. If you've never seen the Highlander movie, there's a lot of great Queen songs on that as well, and you can go really old school and do songs like "Keep Yourself Alive."
You love that one.
Which I used to think when it first came out that it was "Jesus Never Lied."
Jesus never lied.
See.
Lied.
We will rock you. We are the champions. All kinds of Under Pressure is a great song. David Bowie, another one bites the dust, but I'll go with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my gosh, putting me on the spot. There's a song. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to find it as quickly as I want to. But so many great songs from Queen. I know Queen. Don't Stop Me Now. That's a song that's like a lot of the kids really like.
That's because of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in a few movies.
Well, it's in the Queen movie too.
The Queen
Rhapsody,
biopic.
yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think of that Bohemian Rhapsody?
It was pretty good, but the last 15 minutes when they did the Live Aid concert and they took them through their whole set, that made the whole watch worthwhile.
Yeah. Originally, and I can't remember the guy's name. He was Borat. He was going to be Freddie Mercury and look like Freddie Mercury, but he wanted to take that movie down some dark areas, and the band said, nope, we don't want to do that. So they ended up doing what they did. But, a lot of people still enjoy Queen. Tie Your Mother Down. That is such a cool riff and such an awesome rock song. The Show Must Go On.
That's another one of my favorites.
Man, oh, man. I Want It All is a cool tune. Radio Gaga, especially when you talk about that Live Aid concert.
Radio Goo Goo.
And getting up there. And, us working in radio, we understood a lot of Radio Goo Goo and a lot of Radio Gaga. Just unbelievable band, unbelievable instrumentalism, and just the voices, and just Queen's a great band. Can't go wrong with Queen. Next podcast, we have just one guest, I believe.
Paul Meinson's scheduled to come in. He's going to talk about the Lions Club barbecue, which is that same day.
Okay. And then the week after that, we got a few guests
Country
lined
Days. And then Whitney Shumway, former guest, is going to tell us about a poetry book that she is putting together. And then May 23rd, Kayla Lowry, Tom Toady, your father-in-law.
Jim Whaley will be on.
We're going to talk a little bit about our 100th episode.
Yeah, it'll be very meta, as the kids like to say. We'll have Jonas, James, and Lucy probably on that episode as well. I guess we should invite Kevin Engler, right, since he was our very first guest.
If he would like to
be in town, here. We could get Kevin Engler. Who else should we get?
I think we're going to have plenty.
Ozzie Smith. Want to see if Ozzie's in town? Maybe we get him on. Bob Costas. I'd love to interview Bob Costas.
We have options.
Bob, if you're watching, the seat is always open. If you can't make the 100th episode,
we'll get the Bussin' with the Boys joining us.
Yeah, we'll get both the boys. We'll get the bus to pull up here in front of Ransom's.
That would cause quite a stir.
Yeah, I know, right? Everybody feel like, what podcast is this?
Yeah.
I was here to see Bussin' with the Boys. I want to see Will. There you go. Hope you enjoyed our episode today. Thanks so much to our guests, and we always appreciate you checking us out on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Like us, follow us.
iHeartRadio, anywhere you get your podcast.
Advertise with us.
Yeah. We need to start talking about advertising a little more. I need to sell some more advertising.
Yeah, you do. Get to work.
Okay.
Hello, Teresa.
Hello, Teresa. Good morning. That is the
Chad,